Of course, a very arpeggio-based line, but how do you find those arpeggios? That's what we wanted to teach you here without any theory knowledge. It's called my 3-2-1-3 system. And if you don't want to miss anything on this channel, any of my lessons here, then subscribe, hit that notification bell, so on, and let's get into the lesson right now. So over the 2 years that Introspection Academy exists, I've been distributing this PDF, a 10-page PDF, link in the description below, with 20 arpeggio shapes, neatly organized per chord family. Over 2,000 people have downloaded that PDF in the meantime, but still I believe that a lot of people, even having that PDF, struggle finding the arpeggios. Which arpeggios now can I use over which chord? And they make it really complex. It is not so complex. It takes some time to get really through the harmony theory involved to kind of go that pathway. But here today, guys, I'm just showing you a very practical, quick fix, dirty, quick thing, the 3-2-1-3 rule, where you can find always arpeggios just by knowing the scale, right? It's a very simple, very practical approach, which I like. So let's go, guys. We're working today with a C Dorian backing track. Right. So we're going to quickly go through the C Dorian scale, 3 note per string for you guys. Here's the tabs as well for that. It's green. And on Patreon, it's in a downloadable format. Let's go. Right, C Dorian scale, right? Anyway, there's a C Dorian scale. We can also do that, guys, here in the root note 5th. String C. Right, it's also a C Dorian, but the fingering is called G Aeolian for the guys that love the 3 note per string Greek names. Here we go. Anyway, that's a C Aeolian scale, guys. Very simple. Most of you guys know that's probably always a step we take after the pentatonic scale. We know the 3 note per string system. Now, the 3-2-1-3 rule is exactly what it says. We are going to take, let's go back to that first shape here. I'm going to only play the 3 top strings. I'm going to take the 3rd note, that thing, 2nd note of the thing, 1st note of the thing, and the 3rd note again, 3-2-1-3 rule on the same string this time. Now we have, that's a 3-2-1-3 rule, guys. Simply extracting those notes, choosing those notes from the scale in that order. Now I can do that with that whole really consequently. So let's take the next one. So next is this. C Dorian, next 3 strings. We got the 3rd note of that pattern, 2nd note of that pattern, 1 string lower, and the 1st note of that pattern, 1 string lower, and then the 3rd note on that same string. It does not matter how the arpeggio is called right now. I don't care. This is a practical lesson for you guys to find new shapes that kind of get you in that fusion world. We can continue. Like the next step is 1st note, 3rd note, 2nd note, 1st note, 3rd note, and so on. Right? So now we have kind of broken up this C Dorian 3 note per string scale, right? In those 4 arpeggios. We can do the same thing with this position. Let's go. Same thing. Every time simply taking the 3rd, the 2nd and the 1st note of that scale pattern, adding the 3rd note at the end on the same string. 3-2-1-3 rule, right? Does not matter what the name is. I could bore you to death with this is an A minor 7 flat 5 arpeggio, but who cares at the moment? At the moment, we don't care. Anyway, so that's the 3-2-1-3 rule. Now let's walk you through. Now that's kind of it, right? Oh, Tommy, is that the lesson? Yes, that is the lesson. It's nothing more than that. Of course, now it's up to you to run through a few 3 per string fingerings yourself and discovering those arpeggios, working against backing tracks, but it also worked. I could have used the C7 backing track. I would go here C, would use the C mixolydian. Same thing, 3 to 1 3. It's always works. So this is a system where you can put on a backing track, choose hopefully the correct scale, and do the 3 to 1 3 system and find arpeggios until yeah, like there's nothing else before, right? It's easy, right? You can find always good arpeggios, and then the next step is to build lines from that. So I'm going to show you 4 examples here with this backing track to just show how fastly you can get into fusion style. So here's the first one. C. Let me see that I do that correctly for you guys. C. That's 1. So that's the first example for you guys. Here's that, and we're using the 3 to 1 rule. A little bit of tasty chromaticism. I'm not doing then kind of a bebop-ish line. Anyway, that's the first example for you guys. Simply using right from the start the 3 to 1 rule against the C Dorian backing track. Next one, I'm gonna move up now to right. See? Sorry guys. Simply again using that thing I can do so many lines, but that thing is of course very Greg Howe inspired, so most of you guys probably know I'm a huge Greg Howe fan, so a lot of these really cool tones we have to thank maestro, world-class genius Greg Howe for it, guys. So pay the man some credit, buy his stuff, follow him, subscribe, give him some love, because I would be nothing, that's maybe a big word, but without the influence of Greg Howe. Anyway, let's continue, guys. Let's move on to the other position here. You can also build lines for that. See this line for you. Love that line as well. So again, 3 to 1 rule. That delivers this pattern, and I'm gonna walk up in scale with it. Do that. So instead of going, I kind of take myself some liberty here, right, guys? So you can do that too. Just add scale tones, other scale tones to those 3 to 1 3 shapes. I love that pattern so much. That's another one of those 3 to 1 3 shapes that I've been using. So you can see, guys, there's so much wonderful phrases you can build with those shapes. Last example. Again, guys, I'm starting out with a scale fragment. Even a little bit of blues, minor blues scale. And then. Anyway, that is based around that shape. That shape is a 3-to-1 tree rule for you guys in the C Dorian in this position. So those are 4 examples, guys. Simply use that scale. I'm just applying that and I'm seeing where that leads, and then I further phrase from there. Now for the shred guys amongst you, there's always some shred guys here. So what I always love to do also, guys, is kind of these things. I'm gonna demonstrate first and I'll explain. Stacking arpeggios. Well, that is the same thing, and I'm going to show you here. It's based on the 3-to-1 tree rule. But it's the same using those 3-to-1 tree shapes, but now stacked on each other. People that watch my stuff more and know my lessons more, or see me improvise, I sometimes get this in there, right? Yeah, nothing more to say about that, guys. It's actually a 3-to-1 tree D rule, because, and the D stands for descent, so 3-to-1 tree, right? And then I just descend the scale. Then I repeat, 3-to-1 tree, descent. 3-to-1 tree, descend, and so on, right? 3-to-1 tree, D rule maybe is something, but it's a concept. So here, anyway, those are the shred ideas for you guys, but they still use the 3-to-1 tree rule, right? Alright guys, so if you don't want to miss any of my lessons, subscribe to the channel, of course. Get my arpeggio guide in the description below. That's gonna really deepen your arpeggio shape knowledge. Also, a big shout out to my patrons, people supporting me on Patreon, where they get tabs from this lesson in a downloadable format, but also I'm teaching there for the coming 5 months, so until half of 2024, mini moves, very short, very Greg Howe inspired ideas to build vocabulary, fusion vocabulary. That's what my patrons want, that's what they get there. So I'm teaching there every single week on Patreon, $5 a month support. I'll be here like every 3 or 4 weeks on YouTube, I think, in 2024. And also, guys, if you are kind of getting the hang of arpeggios in general, check out this video where I'll teach 3 juicy arpeggio lines a while ago. And Greg Howe inspired as always. Thanks for watching. See you next time.